Most students waste months just watching videos and strategies, and I did the same. I ignored Qbank at first, and it almost ruined my NEET-PG and INICET preparation. When I finally solved my first 100 Marrow Qbank modules, I realized how much time I had wasted. But I also learned three powerful lessons that completely changed the game in my preparation. If you are in first year or second year, these lessons will save you from repeating my mistakes and not waste time. And if you have already started Qbank, then also this video is beneficial for you because it will show you how to solve Qbank the right way. I am Ogniv Roy Chaudhary. I am a second year MBBS student from ESIC Joka, and I am documenting my journey to getting AIR1 in NEET-PG and INICET in 2029. So do subscribe my channel if you want to follow me along this journey as I continue to share insights and knowledge that never has been disclosed before. Before I start, let me tell you a story. So, I was in the middle of my consultation call with a past INICET topper, and I was hoping that maybe this is the call that will change my life. Maybe this is the call in which the topper will say something to me which will be so extraordinary that I have never thought before. But for some context, I had already started my preparation few months back in the beginning of second year. Like all of YouTube advice, I started watching all the videos and then doing the books and then attending the clinics. Now, the problem was initially, though I was pretty much able to handle it, as the year progressed on, I got more and more confused, overwhelmed, and honestly miserable. I couldn't really understand. I knew in my heart that this is not the right way, but I didn't have much guidance in my college. So, after trying many toppers, I found this one and I went on a call with him. In the call, he listened to me, everything I said. He then said one thing: Madachud, you are trying to crack an MCQ exam without doing MCQs. I said, but bhaiya, how can I solve the Qbank? Don't you think I need to do all the videos, then the notes, and then I should do the Qbank? And even I'm only in second year. Isn't it Qbank for the final and internship years? He then also continued to give me more and more galis, and ultimately he said, okay, I understand all of your doubts, but believe me, you do the Qbank for a few months and then report back to me and see if you have benefited or not. At the time, even though I was full of doubt, I realized, okay, he's someone that is resonating with me. I should listen to his advice. So I did the same, and after following the advice of doing the Qbank, my life changed. Now, the reason I told you this story is because of my first point, which I call Marrow Porn. Now, what is Marrow Porn? As you know, every single year after this NEET-PG and INICET exam gets concluded, we have all these toppers interviews, 50, hundreds of them, saying the same pattern. If you have looked carefully, they all goes like this. They have their introduction, and after they say, "Oh, please, oh, it's Marrow. It's Marrow videos that have made me who I am. It's the prep ladder videos, sir. The moment I found these videos, my life changed." And the rest of the interviews just goes like this. Now I also fell for it. Like I'm seeing it every single year. Even when I was in NEET UG days, I used to see these videos. So I purchased this subscription and thinking, oh, this platform must be the secret sauce behind this toppers. So I purchased the subscription and I binge watch all the videos. In fact, so much this concept was ingrained in my head that I have to complete all the videos of all subject, that I used to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and I used to watch 3-4 videos every single day, mind you, and then go to college. Now, in the first week, I would say it was very beneficial. I can understand the concept better. I was correlating things. But if you have seen this video, you will know that the amount of information they have is so overwhelming. You will pretty much, I can guarantee you, if you regularly watch videos, in 1 or 2 months, you will get burnt out. The same happened to me. And worse, I got more and more confused. Besides, I was doing also the books as well. I was going to clinics. All this messed up my mind. And it was honestly not working for me. And I thought, if even I joke to my friends, I'm going through marrow hell. We say, why hell? Because I see no path forward for me. If I want to have a good rank, according to these toppers, I have to watch all these videos and for 4 years, and then I can have my life back. Till then, I have to be miserable. So this was the thing that was going on for 2 to 3 months, beginning from November of 2025 when I began my second year, which forced me to have this consultation with this past doctor. I decided if I couldn't get some resolution from this in consultation, I have to give up on my preparation because I was so miserable. Another thing I want to talk to you about, do you really think, do you really think, and be honest with me. If you see one video, let's say in pharmacology, we have a very important chapter in CVS, which is hypertension. Do you really think that after watching one video, let's say 1 or 2 videos or 1 2 hours, that this concept is completely in your head? Yes, the teacher teaching are very good. There is no doubt about that. But is the concept going in your head? Probably not. Because you know what happened? I used to see these 3 4 videos and I was already much ahead of other people in completing the syllabus. But when I used to sit in class and teachers would ask me some simple questions, if you have completed hypertension or if not, there is a very important group of drugs called the beta blockers. And we have the first generation and third generation. The basic is we have names like propranolol. You do to have heard of it, and there is also third generation beta blockers like nevibolol. Now the teacher asked me one simple question: why? How do you differentiate between the two? And I couldn't understand. I couldn't even remember why. I knew that the teacher told me something in the videos, but I didn't remember anything. And this pattern kept on repeating itself day and day and day. Now, while the people who are reading from books, they were able to answer it. I thought, maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm stupid. That's why this is not working for me. So my confidence also hit a very low point in the December January month. My dream of becoming AIR one seemed so far out of reach. But there is a solution, which is the Qbank. Now, how it works, I will describe it further in the video, but I can confidently assure you, whatever problem you are facing in terms of remembering anything that you can't answer in class, you don't feeling overwhelmed, you burnt out, everything is the solution is Qbank. It's like this miracle drugs. Whenever some condition we cannot diagnose and have no medicine for, we give steroids. This Qbank is the steroids. Now, my second point is percentage versus percentile. Now, what is this? Now you will be saying that, okay, Avni, I listen to you. I have started Qbanks. I do not get any questions correct. I only get 10, 15, 20 questions correct, 15% questions correct, and it destroys my confidence. And I know you watching this video, those who have solved the Qbanks, they will know that after what they say to their friends, well, this is too advanced. These questions will never come in NEET-PG. These questions are too advanced for our level. They never come. These are only for the topmost rankers, and we are not supposed to solve it in our level. And also these hyena seniors that I have talked about, and these two-faced bitch batchmates also come. Oh, why are you solving Qbank in second year? Of course, these are not for a level. Hey, yeah, these questions are too hard. I also used to very much think about that. But bitch, the thing is, the cutoffs are not going to decrease. Recently, if you have following the NEET-PG landscape, you will know that the topper has already crossed the 700 marks out of 800. And if I'm correct, in a few years, we will see the topper crossing 750 marks out of 800. Now, do you think this kind of lackluster attitude will cut it in the future? Just because some senior and batchmate says you don't need to do Qbank, you will not do Qbank. Meanwhile, people are getting ahead day by day. You know that what you are doing is not working, you will still not change. But I can understand that you are feeling demotivated. I started doing Qbank in the first year, and there was this friend of mine who used to be in class and solve the Qbank one by one. I used to say to him, "Why are you doing Qbank? Don't you think? Aren't you getting only 10% questions correct?" He said that time he had the ability to see far ahead. He said, "But it is an MCQ exam. If I start now, maybe in the future I will get improved. So what is the harm? And I also enjoy doing it." At the time, I used to laugh at it. But I can confidently say that is the correct attitude to have. This is a tool. This is a tool that we have been given, which is a very valuable resource. I cannot emphasize it enough. There is one thing that can solve your forgetting problems, your overwhelmed problems, and enjoyable too. When you see the graph going up in the Qbank, that you are improving week by week, and also the number of Qbank, you know that you are getting close to your goals. Other than that, how can you say that you are preparing for this exam? Just by watching videos. You know that is not working. No, but still, I will tell you some benchmarks. So if you are in first year, if you solve Qbank and you don't get even, I say, if you even get 0% questions correct, that is okay. You just need to, for the first 10 to 20 Qbank modules that you will do, your job is to get into habit of doing. You will not be getting 85%, 90% correct like I am. It is going to come much later. But just start. Fucking start, man. After 20 Qbank modules, then we can talk about how much you can improve, how much percentage and percentile we need to hit. So, in general, anything above 60% correct is good. Now, coming back to my original point between percentage and percentile. Percentile is the number of persons you have gotten more marks compared to them. Now, as I already told, the NEET-PG does not care about your fucking percentile. The cutoff is only going to increase with time. So it is often a wrong metric to focus on percentile. There were even Qbank modules in the initial days, I'm telling you, where I got very few questions correct. But since not a lot of people were solving it, I had about, I think, 85 percentiles, 86 percentile. Now I thought, okay, my God, 86 percentile. I'm doing certainly good. But this is the trap you need to avoid. Focus on the percentages, and after a year of doing it, and by the way, you will lose progress in the first month of solving Qbank. You will be very much disappointed in yourself, very much underconfident, and because you are not used to seeing real-time feedback. So it is very okay that your performance will go down in the first month. But don't give up. Because if you stick with it, around the 30 or 40 Qbank level, you will start to see you are regularly getting above 50%, 55% questions correct. And by the time, if you do it correctly, after 1 year, you will have very few Qbank modules that you get under 75% questions correct. For context, I started doing in February. So it's only about, I think, 7 or 8 months. And right now, as of September 2029, September 2025, I rarely get less than 75 questions correct. And most of my modules is above 85%. And even in a few modules, I am getting 100% question correct. So it's a slow journey. You need to take it step by step by step. And also, the mistake I did previously is doing the Qbank after some imaginary timeline. Then I will see the videos and then I will read the notes and then I will do the Qbanks. And you and I very well know that never happens. We never end up doing the Qbank. So I suggest, even though it is better if you do the notes and then do the Qbank, for very practical purposes, you do the Qbank after the video. Yes, in some modules you will get very less marks because of the detail it was in the videos, but I would rather have you solve the Qbank than not doing it, than the fear of not doing it. And my last point is, five-star topics. Now, we all have the concept of what are five-star topics. You know, the ones that are in prof, which come every single year, and we have this module ready and we do this and pass in the exams. And you can very well understand that it is the same for NEET-PG and INICET, though I will understand why this is also a little bit not the real concept. But for now, you understand there are few concepts that have the most number of questions coming from. Now, if you have not been solving Qbank, how the hell are you supposed to know these topics? How will you know? Okay, I understand that you have completed anatomy, maybe physiology. You understand that muscles of masseter comes in NEET-PG, maybe because some toppers are making some videos of the important topics. Do you really think that knowing the topics and actually be able to solve in the exam is the same thing? It is not. So, coming back to a point, the reason I was getting overwhelmed was not because of the information in the videos. Information is fine because the teacher is trying to build a comprehensive concept. The problem was I kept have this anxiety. As med students, we have this anxiety. Oh, we are forgetting things. What if this comes in Viva? What if this comes in the prof exam? And I was trying to every single detail that was there in the video. Of course, I couldn't remember it. So what I did was, oh, I just saw this video yesterday, and I have a hypertensive video, but I can't even answer the questions. I am so stupid. Of course, you will feel that way. But if you solve the Qbank after that point, you will realize that, oh, this is very interesting. Actually, from the vasculitis chapter, if you don't know, vasculitis is the inflammation of the blood vessels. From only two topics, there are 80% questions coming. That's very interesting. Giant cell temporal vasculitis and Burgess disease. So if I just remember those, if I have clear concept of those, then I already ahead. And the same thing keeps repeating and repeating every single time. So there is this intrinsic confidence. Okay, I do not remember the whole of the video, all of the information the teacher has said, but the most important thing I do remember, and I have solved it from the Qbanks and I'm getting most of the questions correct. And believe me when I say this, that will give you so much confidence that even if these seniors come and tell you that what you're doing is not correct, you will laugh at them. Because at this point, after 6-7 months, I can confidently say whenever I solve a Qbank, even if I forget some of the things, which is very rare nowadays because of some technique I will say in later videos, but still I am able to do the NEET-PG and INICET questions 90 to 95% of the time. And the confidence it gives you, man. Every single topic, there are one or two hotspots that you have to remember. If you can remember it, your job is done. You will be very much confident, and I really want you to have this confidence, because as MBBS students, we have this guilty feeling. It is because of this toxic system and these professors and everyone. Oh, you don't remember? Oh, you don't remember? Oh, you will never be a good doctor in life. Oh, you don't remember this machine settings, the machine we use in a lab. Oh, you don't study. What are you doing at your home? And they keep forgetting that that they are the professors of this subject. They have been teaching it for 30 fucking years. And they keep expecting that someone who is reading for the first time, he has to know all the topics, all the subpoints in the book, which is not even required for the exam. So understand that, first of all, do the fucking Qbank in the first place. Then focus on slowly improving your percentage. Zero, even if 0% questions are correct, it will, it is okay. You are still making better progress compared to 90% of the population. And finally, it helps you to know the important topics, and it will increase your confidence day by day by day. The reason you keep quitting and have not started this preparation is because of this toppers video who make it so overwhelming. Do you think the advice they are giving, they were able to do it in the first, second year? Of course not. You have to first learn the ABCD before you can read the novel. They keep giving advice from their level. After having completed all these exams, I know, I have been in your place. It was so overwhelming. When I said, read Robbins, do this Qbank, do the attend the clinics, have this concept, you need to get 90%, you have to with this code, this code. No, it is not possible for you to do that. You need to slowly build up your muscle. You know, the guys in the gym. If I go through gym the next day and who has never set foot in the gym, I say to him, okay, what I want you to do is to bench press 200 kgs. Do you think he will be able to do that? But if I said to him, bench press 20 kg, he can do that. Though will have difficulty, but he can do the bench press. Same is with your NEET-PG and INICET preparation. What we do as in first year, second year, the mistake you are doing is following advice from these toppers. They have forgotten your level, the problems you are going through. But since I have crossed this level, I'm only 1 year ahead of you. I know what you're going through. You need to have this humility that, of course, it will take years. If it was easy, then everyone would be doing it. And I want to say a quote that I heard recently from one of my mentors, that the advanced people never not do the basics. Let me say this again. The advanced people never not do the basics. We go after all these advanced things like this teacher is better, this teacher. No. You need to start with your basics. That's how you become advanced. Still to this day, I follow the same method that I have from the second year. I can be confident. Oh, I have so much, I have so much concept, good concept. Now maybe I can skip the Qbank. No, I never skip the Qbank. Even if I'm that day sad, I'm crying, or even if I have fever, I try to solve some question. Do the questions, and I understand it may seem overwhelming to begin this preparation, but you will be very much thankful for it. If you just start today, in a few months, you will say, why didn't I start? It was so easy. And then I can build from there. And finally, I want to say that we are really doing something great here. If you are watching till now, that means you have the will to change. Even being in this toxic environment of this MBBS with these professors, these high-end seniors, you have the will to change. You know deep in your heart that you can change and you can achieve great things in life. You have the will. Now you only need to take action. By watching till now, you do not know how far ahead you are. You are actively watching to change your life in first, second, even in the beginning of third year. It's very rare. It's very rare. I know the kind of environment you are in, this toxic negativity, and it drags you down. Like, why even try? But still, you show up and see this video. What we are doing here is something extraordinary. By the time I will be finished in 2029, we are going to change India. That I can promise you, and it's going to be a wild ride from here. And I truly appreciate you for watching this video. I just want to be a positive force in the life of the medical college students. I realize that even if I get the top rank, it's not really going to help other people. I need to change the MBBS from a grassroots level. And we are the change. We will do that. We are the change. We refuse to give in to mediocrity. So for the end of this video, I want you to do this thing. Fucking solve a Qbank, man. Even if it is 0% correct, solve a Qbank and then like this video. Come and like this video. Then I will know that you are willing to change your life and you are not all top. So with that said, keep grinding and I will see you in the next one.